Ever fallen in love with an album, only to find out that was it? One and done. Today, we're diving into 10 classic rock bands who dropped a single album and vanished. And number 1, it changed rock forever. Some bands didn't stick around, but they didn't need to. These one-album wonders from the 60s and 70s lit the fuse and disappeared, leaving behind one perfect record. Let's hit play. 10. Thunderclap Newman, Hollywood Dream, 1970. Let's kick it off with a band handpicked by The Who's Pete Townsend. Thunderclap Newman's Hollywood Dream was a quirky British slice of brilliance with that unforgettable anthem, Something in the Air. It sounded like Revolution with a piano solo. Townsend produced it, helped form the band, and even played bass under a fake name. But as quickly as they arrived, Thunderclap Newman disappeared. Internal tensions and lack of a solid lineup meant the dream was short-lived. Still, their lone LP remains a cult classic of early 70s UK rock. Nine. The Count 5. Psychotic Reaction, 1966.
I feel so lonely night and day.
Now we head to San Jose, California, where 5 teenagers channeled their inner Yardbirds and came out swinging. Their only album, Psychotic Reaction, was raw, garage rock brilliance. The title track? A fuzz-drenched freakout that became a top 10 hit and an inspiration for punk rockers a decade later. But here's the kicker. The band was barely out of high school.
Oh, little girl, psychotic reaction.
They dressed like Dracula, played like the Kinks on amphetamines, and then just faded. No follow-up, no comeback. Just one frantic LP and a legacy that echoed in garage bands for decades.
I feel so lonely night and day.
8. The United States of America. The United States of America, 1968. Don't let the academic name fool you, this band was radical. Formed by UCLA composer Joseph Byrd, this was psychedelic rock with no guitars. Just distorted violins, early synths, and political fire. Released in '68, it was America at its most chaotic, and this album captured it perfectly. It sounded like the Velvet Underground met a science lab. Commercially, a flop. Artistically, way ahead of its time. Internal tensions and label issues killed the band before they could record a second album. But this one-off is now hailed as an avant-garde milestone. 7. The Monks. Black Monk Time, 1966. Take 5 American GIs stationed in Germany. Give them tonsures, crude instruments, and rage. And you get the Monks. Black Monk Time wasn't just proto-punk, it was an explosion. It's angry, raw, minimalist, and completely bonkers. This 1966 album predicted the energy of the Stooges, the simplicity of punk, and the DIY ethic of everything that came later. At the time, critics didn't know what to make of it. Neither did audiences. The Monks vanished back into the shadows, but they left behind an LP that's now considered one of the most influential underground records of the 1960s.
Before we continue, listen up, rock fans. We just dropped something epic. The Rock and Shock Classic Rock Quiz ebook is finally here. Over 100 brain-melting questions from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Plus, bonus lyric rounds and wild rock myths you've never heard. And right now, it's 66% off for our first 100 buyers, but only while this launch deal lasts. Get your copy now by clicking the pinned comment under this video, checking the video description, or visiting the link on screen. You can also scan the QR code with your phone. Think you are a real rock fan? Prove it.
6. The Shags. Philosophy of the World, 1969.
And the skinny people want what the fat people's got, and the fat people want.
Okay, now we're getting weird. Really weird. The Shags were three sisters from New Hampshire who couldn't really play, but that didn't stop their dad from forcing them into a studio.
Oh, the rich people want what the poor people's got, and the poor people.
The result? Philosophy of the World. An album so off-kilter, so out of tune, that it somehow loops around and becomes genius. Frank Zappa called them better than the Beatles. Kurt Cobain ranked it among his all-time favorites.
And the girls with long hair want short hair. Oh, the boys.
It's folk, it's rock, it's chaos. The Shags never made a second album, but their bizarre sincerity became an underground legend.
It doesn't matter what you do.
5. Germs. GI. 1979. Right before punk became a fashion show, the Germs brought the real thing. Frontman Darby Crash was like a nihilist Jim Morrison. Brilliant, self-destructive, unpredictable. Their only album, GI, was produced by Joan Jett and hit like a bottle to the face. It's loud, sloppy, raw, and totally alive. A year after the album dropped, Darby was gone. Heroin overdose. The band couldn't continue without him, but GI remains a foundational punk record. A violent, messy, unforgettable moment frozen in vinyl. 4. Blind Faith, 1969. A supergroup with Clapton, Steve Winwood and Ginger Baker. What could go wrong? Actually, everything. Blind Faith's self-titled album was a mix of soaring blues rock and uneasy expectations. It debuted at #1 in the UK and the US. Clapton's guitar tone was perfect. Winwood was in fine form, but the band was a pressure cooker. Clapton hated the hype. The cover stirred controversy, and after one tour, the whole thing crumbled. Still, that one album gave us Can't Find My Way Home, and a tantalizing glimpse of what could have been. 3. Johnny Thunders and the Heartbreakers, LAMF, 1977. New York Dolls guitar singer Johnny Thunders took his sleaze and swagger to the next level with the Heartbreakers. LAMF, short for Like a Motherfucker, was everything punk was supposed to be. Dirty, reckless, and romantic, in a burnt-out kind of way. Songs like Born to Lose and Chinese Rocks dripped with grit.
Let go! Let go!
But the mix was botched. The band fought constantly. By the time better mixes emerged years later, the band was already legend. It was one shot, one bullet, and one unforgettable record. 2. Derek and the Dominoes, Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs, 1970. You knew this one was coming. Eric Clapton forms a band with Duane Allman, writes the most aching love song of all time, and then walks away. Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs is a masterpiece, period. Clapton poured his soul out over Pattie Boyd, and Allman's slide guitar added pure magic. But behind the scenes, drug abuse, heartache, tragedy. Duane died a year later. The band disbanded. It was over as quickly as it began, but the music still crushes you decades later. 1. Sex Pistols. Never mind the bollocks, here's the Sex Pistols, 1977. And here it is, the ultimate one-album wonder. The Sex Pistols didn't invent punk, but they sure as hell set it on fire. Never Mind the Bollocks was nasty, defiant, and absolutely essential. Anarchy in the UK, God Save the Queen, Pretty Vacant, all in one furious LP. The band imploded almost immediately. Sid Vicious died, Johnny Rotten reinvented himself, and Malcolm McLaren got sued. But that one album, it changed British music forever. No second album needed, just one big fat middle finger, and an anthem for a generation. So there you have it, 10 bands, 10 albums, one shot each. They burned fast, they burned bright, and they left behind a single masterpiece that's still turning heads today. In a world full of long careers and endless comeback tours, these acts remind us that sometimes once is enough. Drop your pick in the comments and tell us if you were there when these albums dropped. Hit that subscribe button if you still believe vinyl sounds better, and keep the music playing. Until next time, keep it loud, keep it classic.